Hey everyone, let's talk about AI voice agents. You've definitely heard of them, and you've probably even talked to one. But what if I told you that in just the last year, they've gone from being, kind of clunky and annoying, to an absolute game changer for small businesses? We're going to dive into a technology that isn't just getting better, it's having a full-blown revolution.
And let's be honest, for the longest time, this quote was spot on. This was the reality of AI voice. You'd call a business and you'd get hit with this clunky, robotic voice, that awkward lag, and you just felt like you were talking to a wall. It was a pretty terrible customer experience, and yeah, most of us just wrote the whole thing off as a failed experiment.
But here's the crazy part. The tech we have today is nothing like the tech from a year ago. We're talking about a massive leap forward, all thanks to the same kind of generative AI that's changing everything else. What used to be a frustrating gimmick is now an incredibly powerful, really sophisticated tool.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. We've gone from those robotic, laggy systems to an AI that sounds, well, remarkably human, and it responds instantly. This isn't just about a better sounding voice. It's about an AI that actually gets nuance, it gets context, and it can hold a real conversation. This is way more than an improvement. It's a total paradigm shift. The age of the AI voice agent is officially here.
So to really get a feel for the impact of this, let's put ourselves in the shoes of a small business owner. Let's say you're a plumber. You're great at your job, you've built a solid business, but man, the day-to-day grind is just relentless. You are completely and totally overwhelmed. For any of you small business owners listening, does this picture of, well, let's call it organized chaos, does it feel a little too real? That constant pressure, that feeling like you're always one step behind. Your phone is your lifeline, right? But it's also a nightmare. It starts ringing at 5 in the morning, and it doesn't stop till 10 at night. And you're missing at least half those calls because you're busy, you're on a job, you're under a sink. And every single one of those missed calls, that's a lost opportunity. All while you're trying to schedule new jobs, remind people about appointments, get reviews, and actually do the plumbing. Yeah, forget about having time for yourself or your family.
Okay, now let's imagine a completely different reality. What if you could do more than just get some new software? What if you could bring on a whole new team, a team that's built from the ground up to solve every single one of those problems we just talked about?
And what if this team was made up of total superstars? I mean, always professional, always on the ball, and they just tirelessly handle that flood of calls so you can actually focus on what you're best at.
So how does this AI team actually work? Well, let's meet the crew. Now remember, these aren't separate things, but they're specialized parts of one smart system. First up, you've got Adam. He's your inbound specialist. He answers every single call, qualifies the lead, and if it's not an emergency, boom, he books the appointment right into your calendar. Simple. Next, we have Scott, the reminder agent. About 48 hours before a job, Scott gives the client a quick call to confirm. This pretty much eliminates no-shows. And finally, there's Tracy, your follow-up expert. After a job's done, she calls to make sure the customer is happy and then, gently guides them to leave you a great review online.
All right, so you've got this incredible new team. What does it all add up to? Let's break down the real, tangible benefits this brings to your business, because this isn't just about making your life easier, it's about real growth and stability. Okay, the first and most obvious advantage is this. Your business is now open for business around the clock. A customer with a burst pipe at midnight, they can book an appointment right then and there without ever waking you up. That right there is a total game changer.
But the perks go way beyond just being available. It's all about consistency. Your AI team, it never calls in sick. It's never in a bad mood. Every single interaction is perfectly professional and on brand, which guarantees that your high standards are met on every single call.
And then, of course, we get to the bottom line. Let's be real, hiring a human team to do all this, 24/7 answering, reminder calls, follow-ups, that would be a huge expense. This AI team does it all, flawlessly, for just a tiny fraction of the cost.
So where does all this lead? It's not about replacing people. It's about augmenting your business. It's a completely new reality for how you and your team can work.
The ripple effect here is just massive. The AI team handles all the routine, time-sucking calls. This frees you and your human team up to focus on the skilled work that actually makes you money. Suddenly, your calendar is booked solid weeks in advance, and for the first time and forever, you can actually take a break knowing your business is running like a well-oiled machine. And this, right here, is the key. This is not about firing your admin or anyone on your team. It's about making them more efficient, more organized. You're literally raising the standard for your entire operation, and in the process, making everyone's job easier and more productive.
So look, this isn't science fiction anymore. This technology is here, it's affordable, and it's already helping businesses just like yours. The real question isn't if AI voice agents will change the game for small businesses, it's how quickly you're going to adapt to the new rules.